Alright. What am I even feeling? It's Tuesday. And a lot of crap just happened. Alright, so first of all, Chuck gave me some advice today, and I'm going to try to take it. The idea of slowing down. But alright, so one of the things that I do hate. Alright, like, have you ever wanted to just talk to somebody? Oh no, scratch it. Let's say you didn't want to talk about your problems. You didn't want to talk about your problems at all. But your friend convinced you, like, oh yeah, talk to me, tell me what's going on. And after a while, you just kind of go, okay, you know what? This is what's bugging me. This is what's going on. And, like, midway through you talking, they're just kind of like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do something else. See ya. And it's like, okay, so either I made you feel uncomfortable with what was bothering me, which, great. Sorry, but great. Or that, maybe my thoughts and feelings really aren't that important. It's like, why get me started to open up and then just leave? It's kind of like, it just kind of reinforces the negativity, I guess, that I am myself creating, the funk that I'm currently in. I mean, this weekend there was a failure of not being able to get my car fully inspected. And yesterday, I was in such a rush to get the insurance, get the registration replaced, and then try to go for this pre-inspection thing for my car to see if there's anything else I need to work on. I was supposed to deposit a check, and I somehow messed that up. I deposited an older check that was already deposited through through mobile processes, like, taking a picture with your phone and all that. So, and that went through. Like, it went through when I deposited it yesterday. It wasn't a problem. I honestly, if I had an extra, if I didn't have to deal with so many other crap, I would have been able to turn on the light, not having to worry about waking up anybody else in the room. I would have been able to sit down and look at the check and realize, okay, this is for a previous date. And I would have noticed, okay, this is not the right one, and I need to find where the right check was. And because I didn't do any of that, a check that was already deposited got deposited. Which means that when that check comes back, it's going to bounce the account. And that's on me. And also, there was some paperwork I was supposed to do for Chuck and Sue. They're on vacation. Chuck's seeing Linan, and I was supposed to take care of something. And I sent him a message like, "Hey, something's wrong. I don't know what to do with it." And he replied back. And this was like Thursday or Friday. He's like, "Okay, KK," which is his version of saying, "Okay, I read it. Okay, I understand. I'll take care of it." So I didn't think anything of it until like yesterday. He was like, "Why wasn't this done?" It's like, I sent you a message. You replied to the said message. And it was just kind of like, yeah, really not my fault at that point, but maybe, I don't know, just the way, it's just more weight. Even if it isn't directly my fault, it is something that I am part of that mistake. And this is when he was like, all right, you're rushing through a lot of things. And he, amazingly, and this shocked the shit out of me, he was calm about it. He wasn't angry. He wasn't like the usual bear that he usually is. He was like, you're going through a lot right now. Like, a lot. And I know you're trying to handle everything by yourself. You need to slow down. You need to kind of take time and kind of process things before you do them, preferably. And before, when I used to I used to leap before I look. I didn't have problems. If it didn't work out, I'd be like, oh shit, that didn't work out. Sucks. Move on. We'll figure out what to do from this point forward. Now I'm doing, I as a default, I guess, I'm now kind of like, I just gotta get things done. And I'm just like, it's becoming more and more of a mess. And I can't say that it started with all the other things I mentioned about the failure of the car inspection, or the messing up of the deposit, or the paperwork. I can't even say it started whenever I talked to Xavier's mother about the potential stage 2 being that I wanted to actually do the face-to-face, and she was like, well, the only way that's going to happen if we go in front of a lawyer. And I'm like, that's more stress. Granted, by the end of the night, And talking with Xavier a little bit, she was like, I'll see what I can do, which I want to be hopeful about it, but there's a part of me that's kind of like, that is a no. That's I'm going to stall until I can figure something out. So I have to worry about, like, okay, what do I need to do to prepare for the worst? And if I have to prepare for the best, I need to make sure that it's the best that I can do. I need to make sure that the Children's Aid Society is on board, paperwork's filled out, release papers, release forms, whatever, whoever. Finding Annette again, that just blew my mind too, so that's something else on top of my head. And then finding out that Dani moved on Sunday. That was fun. Yeah. And alright, so I used to have a friend named Nikki. And Nikki was pretty cool with me. Granted, she was not messed up, but Nikki was Nikki. Nikki was her own person. She did her own thing, and that's fine. Nikki was the one that set me and Dani up. Halfway through our relationship, Nikki more or less purposely tried to sabotage our relationship. And I'm not saying that in the sense the paranoia. Like, Dani even said, yeah, Nikki said that she was openly trying to ruin our relationship. And I was like, oh, well, shit. But Dani always had problems getting... no, that... what I was about to say was a little bit too personal about her personal life. Not something that was necessarily personal, but more information that needs to be said. But let me just say that for whatever the reason that I cannot speak about, we couldn't let Nikki go. It was more of a work thing, honestly. So there was that. And, but ever since then, I always kind of considered Nikki like kind of like a piece of shit, It's kind of like, okay, if she's in that category, I can be civil with her. I don't have to be friends with her. We don't have to go out for drinks. We don't have to go out and have a powwow. We don't have to talk about anything. I have to be civil when she's around. Except for after that incident, I was like, I'm not even going to be around. No need for me to be around. Blocked her on social media. Blocked her on my phone. She couldn't contact me. I couldn't contact her. I couldn't see some of the dumb shit she was posting. Didn't really care. Dani was like, hey, do you know what Nikki did? Because they were friends. And I was like, nope. Not really caring. But Dani told me that Nikki and her new boyfriend of the week, which just kind of bashing me after the whole me breaking up with Dani. And Dani said that she stood up for me. She was like, Nikki, I just can't. I'm not doing this. No, I'm not doing this with you. And some of you guys might be like, oh, that's not really stand up. Like, to me, that's more than what I expected out of Dani. Not saying that Dani wouldn't do it, but Dani likes riding on the side of caution. She got a lot to worry about. She got a lot on her own plate, so I don't really expect her to kind of fight for me in that sense. But I'm glad that she did kind of stand up for me. Like, Nikki, nope, too far. Not going to deal with it. Take care of yourself today. See you later. So I guess that's a positive, but I don't know. I need something. I need something that's going to go well this week, because it seems like, I don't know. I'm starting to get this headache now, because I am so stressed out by the dumb shit that's been happening this week so far. It's just, and who do I go to? Who do I talk to? Nobody. I currently don't even have a therapist. Tomorrow I have a meeting with the therapist, but I don't have a therapist. Not really, because the meeting is to talk about whether I need a therapist or not. His suggestion, not mine. So if that's the suggestion from the therapist, maybe I need to find a new therapist. Luckily I found Annette again. Maybe we can start that back up again, but I don't know. I don't know what to... I needed an event. I needed to talk. I still have videos to do for Second Chance Gaming. Maybe I should do that, and maybe that'll be the step of accomplishment if I can finish an actual video. Jesus Christ. I don't know. But thanks future me for listening to past me bitching. Hopefully I figure out the solution, or whoever ends up watching these damn videos. I don't know. Some people say they do. I'm not concreting anybody to having to watch me bumble through words. But with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go. I should try to do something else. I should try to eat something, because maybe that's why I have a headache. Maybe no. I'm gonna work on something. I need to work on something. So I'll eat like an hour or two. I just need to work on something. I need to feel better. And the way I feel better is that when I do things. So I'm going to do something. Not entirely sure what, though, but I'll figure it out. So I'll catch you guys later.